Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to use the long division algorithm to solve a real life problem. Um, I'm going to walk you through the whole process, and after we have the answer we're going to interpret the quotient, and at the same time we're going to interpret the remainder. Okay, so we have this problem and it says at the farm one morning 295 eggs are collected. They are packaged into containers of 12, 1 dozen. And the question says how many dozen cartons are filled? Explain your answer. So we have evidently a division because the problem is asking us to find how many cartons can be filled and they have to be packaged into containers of 12. So basically we need to make groups of 12, and remember, when we need to make groups and we have a certain number of something, for example in this case we have eggs and we need to make groups, that's a division, and we don't need to think more. It's just a division because we need to make groups. So now we're gonna have it like this. We need to divide the number of eggs because we need to package in groups of 12, and I represented here the letter C. That's going to tell me how many cartons can be filled. So 295 is going to represent the numbers of eggs collected. I'm gonna make it a little bit small. And the number 12 is going to represent the number of eggs in each carton, or the numbers of eggs per carton, which is even better. It was here. And finally, the letter C represents the number of cartons that we're going to have. We're going to fill with X. So in this case, this is going to represent how many cartons can be filled. Okay, how many whole cartons can be filled? I'm gonna put whole. It's very important to say whole cartons because the cartons has to be full of eggs. Okay, we need to fill that with eggs. Otherwise, we cannot put 1 dozen in each carton. And we're gonna go to the process. So now, the division for the long division algorithm, we're gonna build the house like this. And my dividend, which is 295, I'm gonna write it inside the house, 295. And 12, which is my divisor, has to be outside. And we need to multiply. Like I like to multiply by 2, 3, 4, and 5 because with these answers we can get the other multiplications by 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so these I think are going to be enough for us to find the division. So look, I'm going to start digit by digit, so let me zoom in. So we have 295. If I start with the number 2, with the digit 2, 2 cannot be divided by 12 because 2 is less than 12, so we cannot make a single group of 12 out of 2. So we need to take 2 digits. So if I take 2 digits, now it's going to be bigger. It's going to be 29. And 29 can be divided by 12 because we can put at least one whole group of 12 into 29. Okay? and we're good to go. Now I'm going to check my multiplications here, and I can see that 29 is going to be between 24 and 36, but I cannot take this one because it's greater than 29, so it's good for me to start with 24. This is going to be the result I'm taking. The number 2, which is the number of times I multiply in 12, has to be above the 9. And let me tell you how, because 29 has 9 ones and 2 is 2 ones. So according to the place value position, we need to put the number 2 above the 9, and then we can start. So we need to subtract 24, because 12 times 2 is 24, and that's going to be 5. Next step, we bring down the 5. We bring it down, and now it's going to be 55. Okay? Now I need to check again my multiplications, and I can see that's going to be good with 4. So I take 4 and I put it above the 5 here, and I subtract 48. After this subtraction is going to be 7, and that's going to be my remainder. This is going to be my remainder. So let me grab it here and make it a little bit smaller. Remainder. This is my remainder. What is left? So now in my quotient I'm gonna write 24 remainder 7. And remember, 295 were the number of eggs collected at the beginning. So if I subtract here, the answer is gonna be x, right? These are the eggs left. So now, how can we interpret the quotient? How can we interpret it? So the answer is going to be, well, I take a look at my question. It says how many dozen cartons are filled. So we can say, so 24 cartons are filled. Okay. And how many eggs are left? And 7 eggs are left, right? So we need 5 more eggs. If we want to answer deeply the question, we can include this part. We need 5 more eggs to fill 1 more carton, and that's going to be the answer. So basically we can make 24 cartons full of eggs, okay, with dozen. So we're gonna have 24 dozens, and we're gonna have 24 cartons, because remember, 1 carton has 12 eggs, 1 dozen, and 7 eggs are going to be left. Okay, so that's going to be the answer for this problem, and we already interpreted the quotient and the remainder, which is 7 here. So guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope I help you this time. So let me know in the comments if you like it, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.